is around the corner, and each year I find myself more excited to celebrate the change of seasons. Maybe because it's still hot for us, but I find setting the mood in our space helps me transition into the Burr months. Since becoming a mom, I look forward to all the fall months with the excitement of back to school, Oktoberfest, Halloween, Thanksgiving, all leading up to Christmas and my daughter's birthday to wrap up another amazing year. As my daughter becomes more aware of the change in seasons and passage of time, I want to make it as magical for her as possible. Last year, she loved Halloween, and each year we make sure to visit as many pumpkin patches as possible. I truly never realized how much I look forward to fall until this year. With the seasonal change transitioning from really hot summer months into the cooler autumnal feels, even though we don't have a huge seasonal change here in Southern California, I have been looking forward to transitioning our home and our lives into all the cozy vibes that fall has to offer. Starting with back to school, which is so exciting for us as a family, seeing how our daughter is growing, learning, and thriving each year, and making sure that she is set up for success, into all of the fun September autumnal vibes of apple picking, the spices, the foods, and also the home decor. I have never been a huge home decor person, and I don't believe in having different decor for every holiday or every celebration because it's not the most sustainable, and it yields for a lot of clutter and a lot of extra space that you have to find to store these items. My hope is that this video helps inspire you and gives you ideas to sustainably find ways to make your space and your life more cozy and excited for the fall months, Burr months, as I talk about in my September newsletter and giveaway over on my Substack. It was really important for me this year to find ways to set the tone for the Burr months in our home without breaking the bank. I have never been a huge home decor person, but I definitely find that as I get older, as I become more of a homebody, I want my home to always feel comfortable and cozy. And fall is the perfect time to kind of reevaluate what needs to go, what needs to come in. So I wanted to invest in some cozy blankets and pillows. The blankets we have are actually pretty neutral and work year round. So I wanted to wash them, fluff them up, and set them up on our couches. We did recently invest in some pillows. I picked pillows that were very autumnal, but also that could maybe push into spring. And this way I won't have to switch them out or feel the need to switch them out every single month or every single holiday. And they were timeless enough that I could see myself using them for years if I take care of them and make sure to get them cleaned and store them properly in between use. Everything I added to our home, I hope to get lots of use out of because I don't believe in fast home decor, if that makes any sense. I definitely want things to be long lasting and of quality. So this year we invested in some throw pillows as well as some new kitchen towels and some downstairs bathroom towels, which we're replacing ones from many, many years. And those were actually originally from when I think I lived alone and I had them in my bathroom. We also did get a wreath for fall this year. I thought about it long and hard because wreaths are actually very expensive. I invested in a Christmas wreath back in 2020 and we still are using it 4 years later. We'll use it again this year. It was a beautiful wreath and I'll hopefully share it with you this holiday season. So I wanted wanted to find one that we would enjoy and that I felt like was timeless and classic. So I finally picked out this brief, and I got the approval of Chris and the Nugget as well, because I wanted to make sure our entire family would enjoy it. And we hung it up. We also got these ghosties, which were so cute. And normally I wouldn't purchase something like this, but I purchased a set of pumpkins back in 2021, and we are still using it. I have to bring it out of storage. And I also find that purchasing wooden pieces that I could always sand down and repaint if it got a little weather worn is very cost effective. So our pumpkins are still lasting long, and I thought we would add these ghosts this year. I am still definitely in the process of bringing all of our stuff out and continuing all of the cozy fall vibes, but I wanted to get this video out to hopefully inspire you for all of the Burr months ahead. If you're someone like me who can get overwhelmed thinking you have to get everything done in 1 or 2 days or even 1 week, I hope you know that this is a process. I am definitely doing a lot in the span of a couple of days just to give you guys this inspiration. But for me, I will continue to find cozy vibes and cozy things to do throughout the next 3 months. Something that goes along with home decor as well as fashion is decluttering. I find that with seasonal changes, it's a great time to go through your space and declutter all of the things that no longer serve you or that you might want to put away for storage, like our pool and our beach toys. We will most likely put those away pretty soon. I'm starting to pile them up so that they're all in one area. So once it gets cool enough, I will be taking them to our storage. And also to look at your clothes. I'm already starting to pull some of my very summery pieces and putting them away, while some pieces, because it is still warm out, I will keep because they are good transitional pieces, as well as starting to look at my previous pieces from the last fall to see what still fits, what's still in good condition, what maybe is going to work for the vibes I'm going for this year, and maybe what won't, but I still want to keep because they're of quality pieces, and maybe I'll pull them out in another year or so. So really taking stock, taking inventory of your fashion, your home, if you have a child, toys, their clothing, because they outgrow things so quickly. And I know the Nugget definitely puts a lot of wear and tear on her school clothes. So if she hasn't outgrown them, a lot of shirts need to either be recycled or donated just because of the wear and tear on those items and how much she's grown. And it also lets me know what I need to purchase for her and to hopefully not overspend or overbuy one particular item, because I'm very aware of what she needs and what is missing in her wardrobe. Another thing to consider decluttering is your cabinets. I know that with all of my baking coming up this season, I love baking around the fall season. I want to make sure I have all of my necessities, and if I don't, to put it on a shopping list so when I'm out I can pick it up. Also to go through expiration dates to make sure that we're getting rid of any food that maybe has gone bad or food that we're not going to get to that is still good that we could donate to your local food bank. Speaking of decluttering and taking inventory of what you have and what you might want, I have been really into 90s nostalgic fall vibe. I want to add some more fall skirts and dresses with some cozy cardigans and knits, but also some baby tees as well as some velvet, crushed velvet and suede into my wardrobe. I am really into the vibes of practical magic. I actually saw this movie back in 1998 when it came out, and maybe 1 or 2 times after that when it was on VHS, but I recently rewatched it and I fell in love with the wardrobe and all of the aesthetics of Practical Magic, the movie. I'm also currently reading the book. I'm not a big fan of the book, and that's a rarity for me. I typically enjoy books over the movie adaptations, but this is one where the book was hard for me to get through, but I am obsessed with the movie. I even purchased the movie off of Amazon Video because I wanted to rewatch it multiple times. So all of the fashion I want to incorporate into my fall wardrobe is definitely using pieces I already own, as well as I'm gonna try and thrift pieces that will inspire me to dress a little bit more like practical magic. It's definitely everything I want in my wardrobe for fall. Baking is something I so enjoy and love. If you follow me on any of my socials, you probably know my love for sourdough and my sourdough baking journey. I've always loved baking for my loved ones. I like to bake and share my baking. The issue with summer is that I start to get really overheated. I don't like to turn the oven on too often, but once fall hits, I am in my baking era once again. I always make a weekly loaf of sourdough, but once the fall season comes, I'm gonna bake some pumpkin spice loaf, pumpkin spice sourdough bread. I did a cinnamon pumpkin bread last year, which is on my blog, and Chris requested pumpkin spice muffins with cream cheese frosting. So I think I'm gonna bake that very soon, as well as test out new fun recipes with lots of cinnamon, lots of pumpkin pie spice, lots of warm flavors. Baking is also something I love doing with my daughter, which really helps us bond and helps her learn measuring, patience, and a lot about chemistry when we're baking. Of course, fall is full of fun, cozy movies. I recently posted a 10 fall cozy movies to watch over on my Substack, and one of the ones, like I mentioned, is Practical Magic. I love Hocus Pocus. For the nugget, we like to watch Mickey's Halloween. We also really enjoy A Nightmare Before Christmas, which she watched for the full movie last night. Another one of those cozy shows I really love watching and rewatching is Gilmore Girls. Something about Gilmore Girls and fall just makes sense for me, as well as Felicity. Felicity is one of my favorite shows that I wish I kept the DVDs of, because it's one of those shows that's harder to find on streaming. I am always a big book reader. I read all of my books through borrowing ebooks from the Libby app through my local libraries, or I have Kindle Unlimited. I also will occasionally purchase books on my Kindle. I love reading around the fall time. There's something so special and magical about getting cozy, lighting some candles, enjoying some baked goods and a cup of coffee while reading, or just getting cozy in bed and reading. And I was so excited to take the nugget to a bookstore to look at all the fun Halloween and fall books. We picked out a couple books for her to add to her Halloween collection, her fall autumnal book collection. She is outgrowing some of her picture books and board books. So even though we're gonna keep them around for one more year, I wanted to add some more books that had longer stories, keeping her attention span a little bit longer. The nugget and I both love crafting. You'll notice that I actually created a little quick craft with those matches that I purchased off of Amazon. I was looking at Anthropologie and I fell in love with the longer matches in these beautiful glass containers, and I thought I could do this for a lot less. So I went to Michael's and picked up these glass containers that were only like $1.50 each, and I bought a big bundle of 4-inch matches for $11 that came with the striking stickers. And it's not a difficult craft, it just adds a little something extra to a traditional set of matches. And I prefer longer matches when using them for candles, just because I am a little afraid of using matches. And for the nugget, I love going to Target and getting the Modo crafts for each season. These are about $5 a piece. They come with everything you need to create your craft project. I got her a little mini haunted house because for Christmas time we always get the big one that takes us 2 months to fill in, and she likes to hide in it and play in it. It's like her own little cardboard house. But for Halloween we're getting a little one so that we can work on it together, and she can work on it for the next 3 months before we transition into Christmas. And then she loves those little painting kits where she can paint wooden treasure boxes, little shapes, and all of that. And I do keep them all around. You can also sand them down and repurpose them when you're done with it. I also save all of the paint that is still usable and brushes that are still usable, so she has more colors for new projects that come about. And this time I also got some beading because she's really into making her own bracelets and necklaces at school. So I thought it'd be fun to be able to do it together at home. Any crafting ideas is always fun for you and your kids to bond over. It takes up some time out of their day. It helps with dexterity, it helps with focus, and it gets them off the screen. I am by no means screen free, but I try to avoid it whenever we can. And it's fun to get to just chat with her and talk to her about her day, what she's learning, how her friends are with each other. Really cool to see her personality come alive and just bond while we craft, or she'll be crafting while I'm baking and finishing up something around the house. When we're decluttering, I also like to put away my more summery fragrances and pull out more of my warmer fragrances. Some of my favorite fall warm fragrances are the Ambre Blends Unmasked. This is their original one, and this just smells super, super aromatic. It's very warm. It's very amber and musk together, and it warms up with your body. It lasts forever. You will leave a scent on your partner's pillow, and it's one of those fragrances that people will always be like, what are you wearing? Why do you smell like that? What is it? I must know. And this is all thanks to my friend Nur. She actually likes the blue bottle, and that is more of a vanilla amber blend. This one is the original, which is my favorite one, and it's a body oil, so you rub it all over your body and it heats up with your own chemistry, and everybody smells a little bit different. I am obsessed with this. It's a more affordable option that you can find at Target is from Finery. It's called Sweet on the Outside Body Mist. I actually was gifted a travel version of this, and I immediately ran out and bought it. This is a very warm vanilla. It's sweeter. It's a sweeter, warm vanilla. So if you want to smell like a baked good, this is the one to get. But because it's a mist, it's not super, super strong. It's very pleasant, and it's not going to linger too much. Another one I really enjoy is from Fleur. This is Vanilla Skin. This one is less sweet, but still very vanilla with a little warmth to it. So it's vanilla and amber in my scent. And again, because it's a body mist, it's not as strong, it's not as lingering, but I love these for transitioning into my fall scents. And I'm not somebody who ventures out too much in terms of scents. Once I find what I like, I kind of keep it around for a while, and I rotate them by season and by mood. I hope this video helps inspire you and motivate you to take advantage of the change of seasons, to declutter your life, your space, your mind, and set yourself up for a cozy, warm Burr month period. I hope to do a fall thrifted video of updating my wardrobe, so hopefully that video will be up soon, as well as lots of cozy fall vlogs and other types of content that hopefully you'll enjoy if you like this video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and give this video a thumbs up. It really helps my videos show up in the algorithm and for you. If you want to stay in touch with me, make sure to check me out over on Instagram and TikTok and Shorts. And I do love blogging as well as writing to you over on my Substack, which is also where I host monthly giveaways. Everything will be linked in the description box. I hope you have a wonderful, beautiful rest of your day, and I'll see you guys back here in my next video. Bye!